Gonna have to see ID. Hands out your pockets for officer safety. So where you coming from? And what does it make you think that you have freedom?
See now. Let's see. Oh, I think they must be open. Okay, so the building was completed in 1985. And then here's the press button for assistance. And these are, oh wow, so October 8th last year, two police officers, female and a male, were killed. I don't think I am aware of that from the news. Okay. So they are closed.
How you doing?
Good.
Help you?
Not really. I'm just doing a news story on what public officials do on public time, and I was just reading this. I didn't even hear about that. What was that story? That's terrible.
Biggest story in the valley.
Yeah, I'm not.
Happened in October 2016.
16.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
No, I don't have ID.
Why don't you have ID on you?
Well, do I need ID when I'm
You're
walking?
required in the state of California to have ID on you, yes.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm in a public area.
Take a seat for me, sir.
I'm in a public area.
Take a seat for me, please.
For what? Are you detaining me?
You are detained right now, yes.
Under what crime have I committed?
Trespassing. I'm investigating trespass right now. Sit down.
This is a public area. You can't trespass me.
I'm asking you for ID, and you have to provide me with ID.
No, sir. Get a supervisor.
He's en route.
Good.
Do you have your, what's your name?
No.
Do you have your, what's your name?
No.
Do you have your, what's your name?
No.
Okay.
What are you detaining me for? Trespassing in a public area? Filming? The front of a door?
Mm-hmm.
For what? Trespass? That makes no sense. That's not a crime.
Okay. All right, my supervisor's on his way.
Okay, that's fine. You suspect me of a crime that I've committed?
We don't know. We
Well,
got
then you can't-
we got a call of a suspicious person in the area, so we're investigating that.
What's suspicious?
Filming our building.
That's suspicious?
Yes, it is.
Is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
No, it's just suspicious, that's all.
Okay, well, you can't detain me for being suspicious. Okay, you have to articulate a crime I've committed, about to commit, or I am going to commit.
I just had to have reasonable suspicion.
Not to detain me.
I don't have to have probable cause.
Not to detain me, sir.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, you're making an illegal detainment. I'm telling you that right now.
Get your hands out of your pocket for me.
Here we go.
Why are you shaking so bad?
Well, I'm holding this camera. You know, and you have your hand on your gun, so that makes me nervous.
I'm just standing here.
No, you got your hand on your gun.
This is where we rest our hands.
Yeah, well, this is where I'm resting my hands.
Okay.
I'm in a public area, open to the public. Hi, officer.
How you doing?
Good, good.
He would like to ask him for ID. He just want to provide him with any ID.
Okay. What's going on?
Well, I told your officer, he came up to me very aggressive and hostile, asked me what I'm doing. I told him I'm doing a news story on what public officials do on public time, and he immediately wants my ID. And I said, for what? He says, well, you're suspicious. I said, what am I suspicious? I'm doing a news story. I'm in a public area that's open to the public. I said, unless you're going to articulate what crime I've committed, or about to commit, or I am committing right now, I'm not going to ID you.
Right.
You know, I'm not breaking any law.
I hear you.
Yeah, well, you hear me, but he doesn't. You can train this individual because he's the kind of guy that's bad and is bad for good cops, okay? I can tell you right now. You came on very aggressive. You have your hand on your gun. I explained what I'm doing. I told you, articulate what crime I've committed. Well, you're suspicious. Is that a misdemeanor or a felony? It's neither. You cannot detain me for what I am doing right here in a public place. And if you do, I will sue you because you are violating my civil right to film in public. He said he was. No. Are you detaining? No. I have it on film. Are you detaining me?
I was.
No. Oh, you were. Are you now?
Yes, you're detained right now.
He just says I wasn't.
You're not going along with my investigation right now.
You just said I wasn't.
I don't know what he saw that I did not see, but if he's detaining you, then he's detaining you for something.
So what we have are two different opinions. You just said he's not. He says he is.
Like I said, I just arrived here.
How can you detain me when you can't articulate what crime I've committed?
I have reasonable suspicion.
That's not a
that crime
detainment.
is afoot.
Afoot, that's not how it works.
That is how it works.
No,
All
it
I need is
wasn't.
reasonable
You're a
suspicion.
tyrant. That's what you are.
Okay.
You're just a tyrant, officer. What's your name and badge number?
You see right there.
Is that what you tell the judge? You can see it right there? I have a vision impairment. What's your name and badge number?
My name's Officer Burton.
Thank you. What's your badge number?
15918.
And what does 22 stand for?
That's my badge number.
Well, what's 1558?
My ID number.
Well, I ask you your name and badge number, so you give me a totally different number. You've given me two numbers.
I gave you two numbers, yes.
Yeah, but you didn't give me the first one. You're just a tyrant,
All right,
man.
Sir, listen, honestly, if you have to do some documentation.
That's what I said.
Okay, well, you can, if this is our thing, okay? We're not here to cause any problems. The thing is, we got, okay.
He is, sir.
Okay, well, let me just finish, okay?
Are you his supervisor?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's wait for his Let's wait for his
If you
supervisor.
want to talk to him, that's.
I'll talk to him.
Okay? We'll walk.
Hi, officer.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Well, I didn't ask for help, but your colleague here, I'm out here
Yeah.
filming the building for a news story. What's your name and badge number?
I'm Sergeant Torres.
Nice to meet you,
to
Sergeant
meet you,
Torres. What's your badge number?
Normally it's 44, but
Okay,
there's no badge
I'll
number.
accept that. So, Officer Torres, I'm out here doing
I'm Sergeant Torres, by the way.
Sergeant, excuse me. I'm out here doing a news story on what public officials do on public time.
Okay.
I'm here filming this building. This individual comes up to me, highly aggressive, and immediately wants me to ID myself, which I don't have to ID myself, and I'm in a public area
Okay.
that I'm freely able to film a public building. This is open to the public. I know my
Oh,
rights.
and I understand that.
Okay. He is making an illegal detainment. He would not let me leave. He's telling me I'm detained. I said, what am I detained for? He says, you're suspicious. Suspicious isn't a felony or a misdemeanor.
Suspicions can lead to reasonable
This is a legally
suspicion, so.
protected activity. You can't make
Sir,
suspicion.
I'm not saying that you're doing anything
He
illegal.
is.
Okay, listen, what you gotta understand, sir, is that we're looking out for the safety and security of our police department.
I understand
Let me
that. You're
finish.
willing to, and I understand that. I'm glad you're, hey,
Okay.
you can come up to me. I have no
So
problem
then-
you
so then
guys doing
why
that.
are you agitated?
Because he's highly aggressive and he's detaining me and he won't let me go. That's why I'm standing up for my rights. I'm anti-bad cop, okay? This guy's a bad cop.
He's not a bad cop.
He is.
He's not a bad
He
cop.
cannot
What you-
detain me.
Sir, what you need to understand.
I
is
understand
that we're
everything. You
concerned
can
about the
question
safety
me
of the
what I'm
city.
doing. And I told you what I'm doing, and that's the end of it. You don't need to ID me when I told you what I'm doing, okay? That's the bottom line, okay? He told me I'm not detained. He says, oh, you're detained. It's like frickin' frack.
Okay, well,
Am I detained right now?
It's a misunderstanding.
No,
You're
it's
not
no
detained
misunderstanding.
right now.
He's
I'm
a tyrant.
explaining to you. Stop yelling. I'm right here in front of you. I'm being professional as I can with you, sir.
Tell him to be professional.
He's being quiet. You're the only
Yeah,
one
good.
that's
Be
acting
quiet.
irate.
Be quiet.
Sir, do you understand how childish you're acting right
That's
now?
good. You understand how this guy comes off?
Sir, he's being quiet right now.
Yeah, because
Maybe
you're
it's a
here.
misunderstanding.
No, it's no misunderstanding. If you were here, you would have
What is it that you want to hear, sir?
I want to hear him say you're not detained and you're free to do what I want to do
I
and
just
film.
explained to you that you're not detained.
Okay, good. I'm going to continue filming.
Okay, we're going to continue to hang out. That's
Good.
just the way it is.
That's fine. It's good, it's good, it's good. You know what, officer? It's bad cops like you.
He's not a bad cop, sir.
It's my opinion he is.
He's not a bad cop.
Well, I'm telling you he is.
He's not a bad cop for checking on the security of the police department.
What is it you don't understand? I told you you're entitled to check on the security of the police department.
Yeah.
I explained what I was doing, and that's the end of it. After I explained what I'm doing, he wanted ID, and he wants to detain me. That is not a good cop. Unless you can articulate what crime I have committed,
Sir.
you cannot detain me.
Sir,
What?
sir, if you got as argumentative as you did, then I'd be like, why is he acting like that if I'm just...
Oh yeah, it's me.
Like this.
It's nothing on him.
Sir,
That he
you're,
made
you're
an.
shaking. You can't even hold the camera stable.
I can hold the camera stable. I'm
Sir,
talking.
I'm looking at your microphone. Your camera's shaking like,
It's a
like
look,
we're being aggressive
look,
toward
look,
you or anything.
Look, dude, how
I'm-
this is. It's
I'm looking at your arm, sir.
It's a cheap. You can make up whatever you
I'm
want.
not making up anything. What I'm saying is no one's coming at you in an aggressive manner, and you're
You
the
weren't
one that's
here.
acting the
You
way
weren't
you are.
here. You weren't
Okay,
here.
I am here now, sir, so there's no reason to be agitated.
I'm agitated that this guy's a bad cop, and
Okay,
bad cops
sir.
are getting the good cops
Sir,
killed.
No, I'm sorry. We didn't randomly show up here for no reason. We're here because, hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay, officers get ambushed at police stations.
I understand that.
Officers get ambushed driving around.
I understand
Officers
that.
get ambushed making
I
traffic
understand
stops.
all that.
Okay, sir, so you need to understand that, and then just be aware that when we come here, it's for a reason. It's not here to
I
just
told
pick
you.
on for some reason.
I understand. You're not
Okay,
picking on me.
Okay, then just understand that, and there's no reason to act irate or keep antagonizing him.
Okay,
It's
are
done.
you done now, Sergeant Torres?
I'm done.
Okay, so what I've explained, and I'm going to explain it again. I explained what I am doing here, which is a fully legal protected activity. I explained I'm doing a news story on what public officials do at public time, right? And that wasn't good enough for this Officer Burton. He immediately says he wants ID after I explain to him what I'm doing. He has no right to ID me when,
He can ask you for it.
but I don't have to show it.
Okay, but he can ask you for it.
Sure he can.
Okay.
But then he wouldn't let me go. He's detaining me. And unless he can articulate what crime, you cannot detain me for suspicious activity.
And I'm telling you right now that maybe it was a misunderstanding.
What was a
because of the
misunderstanding?
security of the
Let's ask,
department.
right, let's ask Officer Burton, what was a misunderstanding for you to detain me without articulating what crime I've committed?
I felt it was suspicious, the way you're acting, the way you're shaking. You're filming the police building.
You detain me because the way I'm acting and shaking. After I explain what I'm doing, that's your answer?
Yes, I have
that makes no
reasonable
that makes no
suspicion
sense.
to believe
It
criminal
makes no
activity was
sense
afoot.
to you, sir, but
Right.
like I explained to you, we've had
You got-
problems,
okay,
we've had
you know
problems
what?
at police departments where
Right.
people just show up and cause problems. So that's why we're here. Why are we still doing this? I've already explained that to you. I don't understand.
Because
why we're
it's
still
not
doing
it's not
this.
going through your head that you
No,
can't.
it's not going through your head because I understand what you're talking about.
But you're not
you don't
admitting that
understand.
you're saying then that when he says that I'm detained and I have to ID, that's perfectly legal.
He didn't say you had to ID. He asked
He
you
did.
for your ID.
Yeah, I said I'm not giving it. And then he asked me 2 other times. I want your ID. It's all on tape.
Okay.
I
So
think that's
why
a
are
very
you
good
saying
guess.
he didn't ask? Why are you saying that? You weren't even here.
Okay, I'm explaining to you what's
Yeah, you're
going
just
on.
supporting this guy
I'm
that's
not
a tyrant.
supporting this guy. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
call-
are.
Sir, I wouldn't
This
call
guy
him a
is
bad cop for doing
professional.
his job.
This guy is professional. This guy should be training this guy.
Okay, what I am saying is I wouldn't call him a bad cop for doing the job.
Well, you wouldn't.
Because there's bad cops that steal money, excessive force. Well, those are bad cops. But for him trying to do his job, it's not being a bad cop.
But a bad cop to detain somebody illegally is not a bad cop?
It's not illegally, sir. I mean,
Sure it is.
Look at the way you're acting, sir.
Oh, yeah,
You're
it's
trying
all
to
on me.
antagonize us.
I'm trying to antagonize you?
Yes.
I'm standing up for my rights.
Yeah. Sir, we're talking to you normally. I understand that you're standing up. You have every right to stand up for your rights. No one's saying you can't.
Oh, dude, you guys are a joke, man. And then I'm filming here, and then I see in the mirror him. Come on, man.
What's the I don't understand what you're
He's
saying.
whispering to you about what I'm doing. Why don't you say what I'm doing to my face?
I can talk to my sergeant.
He can
Sure
talk
you
to
can.
me in any form
Well,
of
you guys
fashion,
are going to
sir.
be big YouTube
Just the way you
stars.
have your rights, we have our rights too.
Yeah, but you don't have a right to illegally detain me. He would not let me leave.
Is there anything else we can help you out with, sir?
I don't need any of your help.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can take off. I can hang on.
All right.
I'm not. I'm a big boy. I know my limitations. I know the law better than this guy.
Okay, he's got personal items in the car, so don't film inside the car, please.
I'm not. I can film right here. I'm on the sidewalk.
You absolutely can.
Yeah. You just bark orders, man. That's all you do. Support each other. He's wrong what he did. So, before I leave, Sergeant Torres,
Yes, sir.
I want you to explain to me, when I explain to him what I'm doing, which is a legally protected activity, this is open to the public.
Yes, I understand
I'm not
that.
going into any secure areas.
I haven't denied any of that to you.
Right.
I totally agree with you
Sure.
on that.
So when I explained that to him, he immediately told me to sit down and give him my ID. How is that legal?